Senior Minister Yasafu says Jerry John Rawlings played a significant role towards Ghana's political stability and economic prosperity. The senior minister, who is among scores of religious leaders and members of the diplomatic community who were at the Accra International Conference Center to sign the Book of Condolence opened for the deceased former president, also described him as genuine, forthright and courageous. Maxwell Agbagba has more.
Of religious leaders and members of the diplomatic community have been visiting the foyer of the Accra International Conference Center to sign the Book of Condolence here at the AICC. We've been speaking to spokesperson for the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Aremeyao Shaibu. He has been talking about the contributions of J.J. Rawlings to education in Muslim communities. He has also been talking about the contributions of J.J. Rawlings towards making Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha national holidays.
One of the things that he did, which remained a tradition, he was the first president who provided a space for a joint prayer between Muslims and Christians. For example, at any state event, he made it possible for a Christian prayer to be said and a Muslim prayer to be followed. And it became a tradition which was upheld by subsequent presidents of our country. It has become the foundation for dialogue, for unity, which currently the country is enjoying. It has remained a model for interfaith cooperation and collaboration. We can remember him particularly for the time when national holidays were being considered, were going to be gazetted. At the time, as Muslims, we never had the opportunity to celebrate our festivals as part of the national holiday. So it was during the tenure of His Excellency, the former President Rawlings, that it was brought to the fore of the Parliament for debate.
Metropolitan Archbishop of Cape Coast and former Metropolitan Archbishop of Accra, Charles Palmer Buckle, has also been extolling the virtues of J.J. Rawlings.
Transparency, probity, and accountability. Those are the three foundational words that Jerry always talked about, insisted upon. And I think the greatest legacy, the greatest monument we Ghanaians can build to his name would be to really work hard for this country to grow in transparency, to grow in probity and in accountability.
Presiding Bishop of the Parish Chapel, Charles Ajenasari, has also been speaking after signing the Book of Condolence.
He came on the scene with a bang and made a lot of impact, good or bad. And so I think that the greatest lesson politicians can learn from him is the fact that when he had the opportunity to serve his generation, he did. Young politicians must be determined and focused, and they must desire not to just go after money, but to be able to serve this generation or serve their nation and be a blessing. And let's have a generation of politicians who are not antagonistic to one another, and they're using a lot of verbal garbage on one another. We want decency in our politics.
We have also been speaking to the senior minister, Yao Osafo-Maafo. He says he first met J.J. Rawlings in 1962, back at Achimota School.
I never had any problem from President Rawlings. I managed 2 state banks, the Bank for House and Construction under his worship, and the National Investment Bank. And I would say without any provocation that is very genuine, forthright, courageous, and he cared for the underprivileged people generally. Former President Rawlings babysitted the Fourth Republic, and that is the most enduring republic we have. And if today Ghana enjoys political stability and economic prosperity, we would say that former President J.J. Rawlings played a very significant role.